Hi, I'm Mike Heidebrink, president of Cheng Concrete, here for Concrete Network. This is our outdoor living series made from Cheng DFRC. Let's get to work and see how these things are made. Now that the tabletop has cured overnight, we're ready to go ahead and demold it. There's one thing we need to do before we start removing the molds, and that is to grind down or cut down any excess material that is around the perimeter of the form. So what I'm going to be doing is grinding this excess material down to the top of my form. Remember, this is a 2-inch thick form, and I want to make sure that the profile of my tabletop is 2 inches thick all the way around. So I'm going to use the form as the registry point to get that 2 inches thick. To do this, I'm going to be using the Alpha WDP 120. It's a wet dry polisher with variable speed, which helps me kind of keep control of the rate that I'm cutting into this material. I don't want to cut too deep, or my edge profile isn't going to be 2 inches thick. It's going to be, shorter. Also, I'm using a 60 grit universal polishing pad, which is the coarsest pad, but it's going to help us cut down this surface pretty quickly. Safety glasses are important. I'm not going to be wet polishing. This is going to be, or wet grinding. This is going to be a dry grind. So I do have the tool hooked up to a HEPA vacuum to keep dust controlled. We're ready to take this out of the mold now. I've ground down all the way around the perimeter of this tabletop. And I want to point out, though, that I just took the concrete down to where this white line, which is the wall liner, to where that white line has been exposed uniformly all around the perimeter. That's how I knew I had ground down deep enough. I was very careful not to grind beneath or to keep going deeper. Once I exposed that white line, I stopped grinding in that area. So at this point, we're just going to go ahead and find where the seam was in one of these curved edge forms. It looks like here's one. I'm just going to peel these back. Now, the curved edge forms I'm using are reusable, so I'm going to try to be careful and not shred these as I demold. Now that I've removed the curved wall sections, I'm going to remove the liners, and just to kind of expose my edge here. The wall liners also can be reused. Looks pretty good. Well, we just popped this out of the mold. The piece looks great. We've got a little bit of lighter zones, some darker coloration, but all in all, a really nice composition. Just to recap a little bit here, we are going to be placing this 48-inch tabletop on our spindle table base. And we've got roughly 100 pounds of material in this tabletop. 50 pounds of the DFRC casting blend and 50 pounds of the DFRC backing blend, with the green tea smart color added in. The instructional drawings for this 48-inch tabletop can be found online. I'm Mike Heidebrink with Cheng Concrete. Thanks for watching.